Let's do the thing. album, Kittens Give Zero Fucks. And you should take some. I have some over there. Don't want them. I prefer you take them.
Yeah, because we don't want to put them back in the car, so put them in your car. Woo!
And these next two songs are not from that album because they're newer.
And we just barely know them.
No, we practiced. We practiced. So,
Oh, I guess I was here.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway.
Ross was there.
Ross was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. I tuned up. Don't let me forget to tune back up. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that when we were.
I screwed that up last time. Yeah, so this next song, I'll tell you a little bit of a story on it because that'll give me a break from screaming with my mouth, but I'll be screaming in my soul. One time I go to Savannah, Georgia sometimes because it's awesome, but one time I took this night tour and they went by Casimir Pulaski's tomb. Do you guys know who Casimir Pulaski is?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, some, yeah, oh, here we are.
Okay. If you're from Illinois, you got his birthday off school. Anyway, he's a Revolutionary War hero. So this tour guide, we took him by this like big obelisk where he's buried, and she said, so a few years ago, they exhumed the body to like see if they could confirm that it was, just make sure it's really his body, and they didn't just stick a monument there. And the skeleton was consistent with physical descriptions, like the height and everything and it had the scar, I think it was on the hip in the same place that Casimir Pulaski had the scar from the wound that killed him. But otherwise, the skeleton was consistent with a woman's skeleton, not with a man's skeleton. So I was like mind blown because I'd never heard that before, even though I grew up getting Casimir Pulaski's Day out of school. And then I took another tour, like a trolley tour, and they went by that same place and they said Casimir Pulaski's tomb is there. They excavated the body a few years ago, but the results were inconclusive. And I was so mad, I was like, that's erasure. And so I wrote a song so I could tell more people about Casimir Pulaski. So this song is called Casimir Pulaski's Vagina. Woo! two albums over there. We have two albums. The other one is called Toy Shop. This next song is the only song we're gonna play off of Toy Shop tonight. But I just like to keep the songs about private parts together because it helps me remember. So the song is called Monica's Getting Her Tits Done.
Correct. And what's she doing now?
Monica?
Yeah.
She made friends with Kelly.
Oh,
we're not
bummer.
playing that song tonight.
Okay. Do they have an OnlyFans special?
Oh, yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's a gig.
All right, you
It's a
guys
gig.
remember the choreography? What's your play? You gotta sing your one note. You have a plan to get your microphone? Behind? Okay.
Peter, you can come hang out.
You can hang out with Ross. I'll just like.
Yeah, but be careful of that trap door.
It is a little wobbly.
It is. That's the lift for the SVT amp.
So anyway, the song is called Interrobang, and we're gonna do just like a mirror song. Okay, you bring us in, right? guys, what should we do next?
Your wife?
Let's do your wife.
What? She's hot.
Just
Oh, I
saying.
bring us in. I was waiting for Joe to bail me out of that bad joke, but I remember it's my turn to play.
I
So.
have bad jokes myself.
He's got the best dad jokes.
That's true, that's true. There's a lot of music geeks out there. I'll just tell you where I stole the chord progression of the chorus from. It's 25 or 6 to 4. It's like a lot of 4, starting on the 4, end on the 4. Chicago, no?
I didn't know that, that's actually pretty good that I didn't know where you stole it from. That is the
It's
craft
called borrowing.
of songwriting. No, it's called homage, the French way.
Yeah, anyway.
The French for theft, homage.
So let's get dark.
All good, Peter?
Peter, are you ready or are you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Dark. Kings Give Zero Fucks. Again, that's for free. Oh, I also have Kings Give Zero Fucks button sets. Just make sure you take one of each button. You can't just take the one with the middle finger, because then I have the wrong amounts of each one.
Right, the sets don't work out
Yeah, you
anymore.
gotta take the whole set. You gotta take the whole set.
My obsessive compulsive, need to like everything's gonna be just right.
Whoever loves me most is in charge of ordering my next beer. It's a fiddlehead. And
This girl likes craft beer,
I
sure.
went to Portico before this. It was nice. So our next beer, yes, 2 songs are also from Kings Give Zero Fucks. So let's now give a fuck together. Oh, yeah. Ready? Ruder.
Okay, in B.
Yes.
Okay.
Good we're gonna wrap it up. This one's an easy sing, thank God, because it's not belty, it's in head voice.
Yep.
Albums over there. This is our piano song, but like, who's fucking bringing a piano with them? So I just have it on a looping pedal, but get the album. It was recorded on the same piano as the Dressing Dolls' first album, by the way. Martin BC produced both of our albums, so they're,
Working with that guy was awesome.
he's amazing. He's a Grammy.
He worked me really hard. I almost cried a few times because I was really trying to please him.
He's great. Anyway, after this, I can't wait for you guys to hear the Moonlight Saints.
Where are they? You guys! Woo! I'm gonna drink beer and become a fan right now.
Show them that they're on a drum set because they're on another level than us. We gotta catch it up.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then after that, we have Kyle Toohey.
Whoa!
Can't wait. He's such a good sport and just joined us Bill at the last minute to, in opera we call that Einspringen, when you jump in for somebody else at the last
Thanks,
minute.
fellas.
So he's an Einspringer today.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for you guys to hear the rest of these amazing artists. Thank you for supporting Boston Rock.